Man,
It'd be cool if like you were just behind the curtain and you just see your silhouette and the song plays for like 5 minutes.
Mm.
And you're like just sitting there scratching.
And the curtain rises, and it's not you. Like
it's just four
cardboard.
white dudes with stuff that looks like our silhouette. That'd be
Very nice, very nice. What up, y'all? What's
What
happening?
up?
Yeah. We got Mitch, we got John, we got Tandy, and myself. We chilling. Can't tell us nothing. On the stream, on the pod, in your face, in your ears, if you're listening.
in your subconscious.
In your subconscious.
Dream about Ctun improv.
Why?
It's in the background. Whatever you're doing, you just see us always randomly.
You look over your shoulder.
You get chased by clowns, and I look over, and it was Ctun. Doing scenes.
You always see Ctun out of your peripheral. Always. Was that Ctun?
That's a problem.
And random too, so random.
What if we had to actually like appear at those moments? I mean,
oh, that would be horrible.
It's a figment of your imagination, or whatever it is in one case, but in the other case, it's like our effort to like stay present and stay relevant. Get in the peripheral.
Tandy, how has your week been so far?
Boom.
Double thumbs up.
Been great for let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yes, yeah, doing good.
Amici, how about your week?
Yeah, after a pretty good start. No complaints. Pretty relaxed. That's been good.
Awesome. John left. He's like, I don't want to talk about it. Well, not talking about it. Yeah, it's been pretty good for me as well. I had Monday off and used that to go visit an uncle of mine. Haven't seen him in a while. It was good. And then I had lunch with my mom. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't know if you always did a lot of family stuff, but I'm just.
I did not.
Yeah. Okay. It's not me. Okay. All right. I thought, good. This feels right.
Yeah. I was notoriously inactive in like Thanksgiving and Christmas, as accompanied by my mom, was typically when you'd see me. But now there's group chats going that I'm in, and people are picking each other at random times. I'm like, what holiday is it? It's not a holiday. What are we doing? There's birthdays and stuff. So, but I'm trying to lean in a little more on all that.
Nice.
These dogs keep coming in here and making noises.
You got dogs at the door. Nice. Yeah, we got a couple of things that we were thinking about chatting about. But actually, before we hop in all that, I want to make sure I mention, before I forget, we're going to a festival next month.
Yay!
In Minneapolis at Huge Theater. I got the site right here. I'm pulling that up. Boom. Black and Funny Improv Festival, late March. So if you're in Minnesota and you want to see us do live on stage improv, come out to this. Should be dope. We're on the Saturday slot with the unpronounceables. So check it out. They also have a GoFundMe if you're looking to support something like this. Black and Funny. Think about donating.
Support.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I looked away and Tandy's gone. What is happening?
He's been summoned.
This is your peripheral. Yeah.
Shit, is that Tandy? Dang. But John, did we ask how your week was going?
Week's going pretty good. Looked at a new school for my son. Gonna put him in the school next year.
Wow.
So we were looking at pretty intense, so I'm excited. I hope they just work him to the bone.
Yeah. No, like he's old enough to walk. He's old enough to work.
Yep.
I want to tell him no days off.
I want him to come home exhausted, overloaded with information and training.
You want him to come home and have to loosen his tie.
Yep.
Yeah.
The day I had.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sip
Yeah.
it. Calm yourself
Parent trying to
down.
pull to you like, no, I just got home. Give me some time.
I want to be debriefed,
Mhm.
He has to sit in a lounge chair for 45 straight minutes before he talks to anybody.
Yep. Other than that, though, week's been pretty good. Just got back from the work trip, Tennessee, Nashville. Out there, hot chicken there. And it was good, and it was not oily, which I don't know if you've ever seen Nashville hot chicken at other restaurants, but outside of Nashville, it doesn't come with like a weird oil discharge like I've seen. It's like just dry rub, man, where all this extra oil stuff come from. It was really good. It was really good.
So, if you're out there in Nashville and you haven't tried it, do it. If you got an ad you want me to say, advertise, let me know. All right. Let's hop into it. Where do we want to start? I'm gonna go ahead and just check in real well. I feel like we should wait for Tandy before we
Tandy. Hopefully she's not in somebody's peripheral still.
Go?
Yeah.
Dang. Well, in the meantime, let's talk about. I forget. We're going to talk about it. We're going to just hop into Usher. Yeah. So Usher played the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how do we think he did as a group? How we feel about it now that we got to digest it a little bit? Well, actually, before I go into it, let's talk about some of the parts that stood out to you. For me, him busting a backflip and roller skates. Didn't expect that move.
Roller skates was fire.
Yeah. Like the pressure to do that on TV in front of everybody. You cannot mess that up.
Oh yeah, you fall, it's a fall in front of everybody.
In front of the world, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's definitely a master performer. You can definitely tell this is something that he took pretty serious, and he wanted to showcase his talented world. Like, this is what I do.
He wanted to showcase some things. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Took his shirt off.
Yeah.
That's not. And I was telling my wife about this. I was like, this isn't young Usher where he just has abs everywhere. This is grown man Usher. He still looks young. Body still looks good, but he doesn't look like what he did when he was doing it my way.
Usher is what, in his 50s?
No, he has
I think it's like mid 40s.
He's like mid 40s, 43 maybe.
No, really? No, really?
You got Google up. You can look up his age.
I'm sharing my screen. You want me to just Googling random stuff?
Let me check. I'll check his Usher Raymond age. Usher Raymond is 45.
Dang. All right. Someone nailed it. What parts stood out to you guys?
One of my favorite parts, because some of the show I've seen from clips, like a lot of the show I've seen kind of from his residency, but excuse me. One of my favorite parts is when he brought out her and she did her solo guitar, and they had her like in her little rock star gear. I thought that was pretty dope. Like, he brought another musician out who talented singer, songwriter, and can do music. She comes out and her only job is just to do the guitar solo, where she could have bust out some vocals and would have been just as talented. So I thought it was dope for him to bring out some young talent as well as some old talent to the performance. And then,
you got Luda, Lil Jon in this shot.
2003 fro.
Brought it back.
Brought the chicken and beer afro back.
Does that mean he's still in the Illuminati, or does that mean he's out?
I definitely think he's still in Illuminati. You know, I seen they closing Tyrone. They default. They brought out the old Luda to make us all distracted from what Cat Williams was saying. I don't know, but it's kind of strange. I'll say that. Little John looked good though, man. Little John looked like he's doing fine. You know, he's making a lot of money off that, off his ad libs, I guess.
The speed of the costume changes was pretty impressive.
Man.
Yeah, just this little thing. Sure. Yeah, like 5 different outfits just in this little slideshow.
Yeah.
I wonder how sweaty all of that was at the end of it. It's like 6 costumes full of sweat.
Of course, this part is getting memed a bunch.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When he did that, I instantly thought to myself, she's married. What does Swiss think? Because I would be mad as fuck. Like, I don't care who you are, Usher. You know, we gotta get that down. That ain't a part of the show. I know they didn't rehearse it. I'd be like, that ain't. So what you think, Mr. Miles? I didn't like that part. The only thing I would change. Grabbing her from behind. Come on, man. You ain't do that to her when she was doing a guitar solo. You ain't go grind up on her. Her is single and probably open. Go for a married woman. Come on. That was my thoughts immediately when it happened. Look at that. He could have did the same thing to Alicia Keys. Come on, get out of here, dude. So yeah, my thoughts on that as a married man. I thought, Usher, you're not making the argument good doing stuff like that. That doesn't help in my case.
So how do we feel about the concert overall?
I think he blew it out the water, man. He bodied it. I don't think people were like, Usher is a big pop star, but I don't really think a lot of America knows him and like his show. You know, it's very heavy women based. You know, so I thought that was a perfect way for him to kind of showcase how dope he is, man. Even at this age, as an artist, a legend.
At this, who y'all talking about, Usher? I'm so sorry, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. We were just talking about Usher. Tandy, I'll ask you the same question as them. What part of the show stood out to you?
Of Usher's
and then we'll talk about how we feel about it overall.
Let's see. I think the end. I wasn't anticipating the whole party scene with Luda and Lil Jon. That's the part that I enjoyed the most. The most alarming part I thought was that first note
that Alicia hit.
From our sister.
Yeah, that we noticed that too when we were watching. It's like
that first note was crazy.
Anybody hear that?
First note was crazy.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I think. Oh, and then her that gave it a little flair for the dramatic. She came out all kind of anime girlish princess. I don't know what that look is with the big boots and the wide leg pants and the 2 coils up top.
That's the rocker look, man.
I love the whole thing. I thought, thank you for giving us a 6-ring circus type of atmosphere. You know, right out the gate, and it was on the ground. He didn't have to fly. He didn't have to use no special strings and no helicopter dropping him in. The boy just worked it all out on the floor. First the ground and the stage floor. It was great. It was he's a performer. so great to see a performer perform.
I feel like when he wakes up out of bed, he does a performance, like just because he can. He just wakes up and it's just like, and the singers are just in the room performing with him all the way to the bathroom, and then they like leave. He does that every
I,
morning.
I envision
That's how
him
you
being
train.
like quiet in his alone time, but then when the posse, whatever that means, when people come around, then that's when he like gets animated. Like if you don't mess with him, he's just quiet and whatever. But if like you like, hey Usher, and I told you, hey, he's gonna give you some words or something and a little move.
Yeah, the guy's catalog is deep, and he is a performer. I was telling them one of my favorite parts is him doing the backflip in the roller skates. It's a 45-year-old man.
He's an
Impressive.
athlete. He's an athlete.
You
It's
have to be.
amazing.
Gotta
Yeah.
be an athlete, man. 45 doing backflips and skates. Keyword skates, man. I was at the skating rink last week with my kids, and I
Uh-huh.
saw a 45-year-old man using a walker when he was skating, and he was
Hmm.
not able to do nothing but that.
That's what I'd be doing. That little hold on thing,
Mhm.
to go around there. If they would like make taller ones for adults, because they seem to be like for the kids, and you really look like you got a problem when you're out there all hunched over and using that. But yeah, that's what I'm my thing is whenever my child is invited to skate parties or adults like, oh, we're gonna go skating. I'm like, I'm the primary breadwinner of my family. I can't take I can't knowingly go into something that could potentially keep me from working. Like if it happens, it happens. But I went skating and I fell and I, tore my knee off and my ankle is shattered in 3 places. And everybody would ask, well, why'd you go skating, Harry? Is that something you do regularly? No, I just figured I tried out. I'm not going out like that. If you're gonna break something, it's gonna be because I wasn't expecting it. But if I'm gonna go skating, you're gonna wrap me up in bubble tape, a whole bunch of it, or give me one of those doohickeys. I'm past 45. I don't know how I'll heal up. I don't know what will happen. I don't know.
We cut to we got to two women at a skating rink. One just rolled up. Hey, Samantha. Um,
Girl.
is that the guy you're on the first date with? Out there with
Mhm.
the bubble wrap on his arms?
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's Philip. He
That's
doesn't want to
Philip.
break. He doesn't want to
Is
break anything.
does he have a disease or something that looks like a lot for a skating rink?
No, he doesn't want to break anything. That was how we matched on yeah. We matched on the dating site that way. That was one of my preferences. Want someone who's safe, doesn't want to break
Hmm.
a bone at this age, and
Hmm.
that's what he
Yeah.
had in his profile too. He didn't want someone who's safe and values the strength of their bones in their waning years. And I was like,
I,
yes.
I mean, we're 41. We're not that
Mhm.
old. Like maybe you would sprain some. It just, I just, he seems a little cautious for you, and I
Okay, hold
really.
on. Here he comes. He's coming around. He's coming around.
Hey, ladies,
Hey.
I brought your non-alcoholic beers. Here you go. Here you go.
Thanks.
It's,
I didn't ask for that.
no, it's okay.
Mhm.
I was just, purveying the area, and I noticed they don't have a lot of safety signs up here. But
Mhm.
I'm going to go tell the managers a little bit about themselves. I think, you know, I
It's a community skating rink. Like it's not that serious. Everybody here sort of knows what the
that's,
rink's about.
that's where me and you differ. I counted about 79 kids out there now. If 79 of those kids tore their ACLs, then what? Hmm? We
So
won't have no community. We'll have a community full of crippled people.
How's your bubble wrap doing, Philip? Do you need another layer? You feel well protected?
I've been sweating a lot, but you could throw another layer on here.
You want another layer? Oh, I can just switch it out for you.
I don't think you need another layer.
Just go ahead and give me another layer. Just make sure you don't wrap up my arms.
No.
More.
I'm focusing on the joints only, elbows and shoulders.
There we go. Okay.
I'll leave your wrist so that you can do more surveying of the area. You may need to point at something, and I don't want.
I'm going to go back over there and read a couple of journals, digital journals on safety in these kinds of places. Don't mind me. I'll be over here.
Sounds great.
What?
Isn't he dreamy? Isn't he dreamy?
You are really into this.
I'm telling you. He took one step into my home and gave me a list of 8 violations and potential safety hazards. I mean, I've been dating guys forever, and I didn't know that my home could potentially collapse on me and render me incapable of working or doing my normal activities. He's really looking out for me.
I'm just worried that he's gonna be scared and paranoid all the time, and that's gonna run off on you, and you're gonna get all stressed out and stop coming out, and I'll stop seeing you.
Come on.
Okay.
We walked to the skating rink, right? He didn't want to drive. He said that people have far more accidents in cars than they do in planes.
Okay, but it was a 2-mile walk from your house.
We were tired. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Yes. We were tired, and that's why I don't feel like skating. I used all my energy walking here, and I don't think that I could get out there and skate. But we're safe. I mean, we're safe, and that who's not thinking of that? I love those kinds of men. That's on my.
We cut to her apartment that night. Hey, please don't judge me for this, but I know we were about to have sex and everything, and I was just doing an analysis in my head about how dangerous this can actually be. I mean,
we've both been tested, like you insisted.
I haven't been tested in the last 24 hours, and there was a lot of sweat on the ground at the skating ring and things on the light switches. I could have COVID and I don't even know it.
Listen. I hammered the bed to the floor like you asked. It's stable. It's sturdy. Nothing is gonna move.
The world shifts, the gravity, we won't float out in space. Yeah, okay.
Right, and I made sure that all of the light bulbs are non-shattering type of bulbs. They're all with a protective plastic coating in case they fall on the ground. They won't hurt you. Yeah. And I made sure that all of the pillows are hypoallergenic with 30 seams sewn in on every corner so that nothing comes. I did all the things that
I think you did great. I think you did great. I don't think it's you. I think it's me. I think I am not safe enough to do this tonight. I feel like maybe the statistical analysis says that I'm very likely to, put you at risk.
Oh.
What if I can't breathe and I suffocate during the whole process, and now you have to call an ambulance and I'm naked and all that,
You're right. Right. I don't want to put you at risk. I don't want to do that.
I'm glad you understand.
Yeah.
So glad you understand. I feel shameful. I haven't had sex in 10 years because statistically I'm so likely to catch an STD. 1 out of 4 people catch an STD, and I counted about 40 people today, and at least 10 of us have something.
How you counted?
said no one, right?
Oh, you don't do that when you hear a statistic? Just start counting people. 1, 2. Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh my God. That's good.
At least 10 of us have something. Nah, man. Can't do
I
nothing.
remember when I bought my son his first watch, there was a commercial that said, "A person is robbed every 10 seconds," and he set the timer. 10 seconds. Somebody was robbed. Somebody was robbed. It's like, nope.
Somebody just got right now.
I'm not gonna do this.
But you know, this is weird. This is a weird thought I have every time I pull up in a new city. I don't know why, but I have this thought. Every time I fly into a new city or drive to a new city, I instantly pop in my head the question, I wonder how many people are having sex right now. Like, across the city. Like how many people like right now, just that would be crazy to just
I like
know.
asking that question when it's like the cityscape. Like
Yeah.
I'm driving up to it, like before you enter the city.
How many people just fucking right now? This whole city.
When I pass hospitals, I'm like, somebody was just born. Like, how many babies were just born when I just looked at this hospital? How many people died in there? Like, those are only two things I think sometimes.
Yeah. You ever go in and ask?
No.
Hey, I'm just curious. How many babies were born
like golf babies today? More than yesterday, little less. Yeah. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy is Donald Trump selling shoes?
Hey. Yes, he is, man. Gold.
All right, John, walk me through what's going on here. What are we looking at?
We're looking at it called the Never Surrenders high top sneakers. Right, these are something he's coined. The price tag on these bad boys is $399. He's only selling 1,000 pairs of these, but they also ironically came after his New York civil lawsuit of $350 million. So the streets are saying that he's out here trying to flip his way out of his lawsuit money. And, you know, he made a book, you know, years ago called The Art of the Deal, which I've actually read. It was pretty funny. And in that, he kind of talks about how good of a businessman he is and that he could do anything. If he did it, it would be great and people would buy it. Whoa, look at that belly.
He said that wasn't real.
So yeah, hot in the streets, 1,000 pair. I believe they're selling out fast because I was looking at one article and a guy auctioned a pair for $9,000. So yeah, those are the Trump ones.
I don't like how that sounds.
My personal critique of him, and I said this before the call, I think if there was ever a time where he would have picked up the phone and called the Yeezy man himself, this would have been the one. And I think if he would have done that and Kanye would have obliged, they probably would have been more fantastical, but he would have definitely earned back his $355 million for the lawsuit. You know, right now I think they're pretty mid, basic. If I had to critique the style, I would say take the T off. That's trash. Maybe the flag, put the flag on the bottom or something. But the gold I'm okay with. I've seen gold shoes and all that, but they look like a very similar shoe that has just been he added his name and a flag to. And
no real design work.
How come he's not wearing them?
I've never seen. Yeah, I don't think he.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Now, if he wore them
in the shoe,
if he wore them, I think that would boost the value of the shoe. If he starts showing up like the Big Baller brand with that on, dude, people
wear them in court, drop your feet on the table. You know.
Yeah, just at the courtroom, just boom. That's marketing right there. Free marketing. Trump and the new Never Surrenders on the desk of the Supreme Court. Free marketing. He will sell 1,000 pairs a day. You know,
even he doesn't believe in his product. He doesn't.
Yeah, but I think if he has some all whites with the flag, maybe
They look like wrestler shoes to me right now.
That's exactly it. That's the first
Someone's
thing
gonna
I
come
thought.
off the top turnbuckle wearing these bad boys.
But to your point, man, he got to wear them. If he wears them, I think he changes the business culture. You'll start seeing way more old school dudes with sneakers on, with suits.
Old school dudes. Because I was like, they doing that, but I guess the old school dudes.
Not the suits though. I've not seen an old school man with full suits and sneakers, high top sneakers.
Oh wow!
Oh, I would love to see Trump's wrestling persona. I wonder if he would wear a mask or he would go like Hulk Hogan.
No, never. He would never wear a mask. And I think he would dress just as he does now.
Just suit shorts with his shoes and knee pads. I would watch it too, man.
I think he's there for the trash talking, but probably not the rumble. Somebody would have to rumble for him.
Oh, snap! Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
What? That's him.
Oh Lord. You gotta give this man credit on some things, man. He's everywhere, man.
Tasha says,
Definitely.
I wonder why he went with sneakers as opposed to something else like that. That would generate. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe that's something you can sell and generate the most of and get the biggest bang for your buck.
You mean the cost margins, right?
Yeah, maybe the cost margins. Yeah,
how much it costs to create it.
But you could potentially sell it for a certain amount, and then tons of people will stand in line to buy them.
And you know, shoes are something that they're going to be used more than once. Mm-hmm. They can become memorabilia. The value can go up instantly after the first sale is done. Mm-hmm. You know, and no other politician is even thinking about making a shoe.
Is he the first former president to make a shoe?
I don't know if he's the first one to make a shoe. I'm sure there's some OG presidents that came out with some hunting boots or something.
Like Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Them the new Teddy Roosevelts.
No, new Teddy.
We cut to a room of Supreme Court justices. All right, you guys ready to go judge some? Wait a second. Mm-hmm. Do you got the new Teddies on under your robe? Are those the Teddy Roosevelts?
Oh, of course, these are Teddy Roosevelts, man.
I didn't even think you could still get those.
How did I get them?
I didn't think you could still get them. Thought they've been out.
Man, come on, man. You know how many billionaires that I'm friends with. Wow. You know, I've been flying all over the world.
Yeah, but I mean, we're all friends with billionaires, but we still couldn't get any. So
you ain't friends with the right billionaires. I got the right billionaires, man. These billionaires had 2 pairs left of the Teddies, and I got one of them.
Okay, I can respect that.
All I have to do is take away women's rights.
I mean, I can respect Sorry. I mean, no one's talked about it yet, but I got my JFKs.
Oh,
hold on. Let's get that roll.
Some of the JFK assassins, the one where he got
the assassins, yes.
Oh,
that's,
my.
I mean, brand new, right? Just got them earlier this morning. Maybe the robe is too long. But,
man. That's the limited edition. They call them the top downs. They got the part that goes up over your ankle. You can unbutton those and take them off like a convertible. You convert them to a low top. Dang. Zen.
That is,
nice.
yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And all I had to do was kick some immigrants out of the country. That's all I had to do, really.
That's light work. Light work.
Wow.
That's the type of billionaires I know, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, I got on my Abraham Lincolns under here. You see them?
Yeah, I mean, I like how clean they are. I'll just say
Yeah,
that. Like,
it looks like wearing like a stovepipe hat on my feet, but these are actually shoes.
it's simple and it's respectable, but it's got.
These are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn in my life. So
and they look.
I can wear these all day.
I couldn't even hear you walk in the room when you walked in. It was so smooth.
Yeah. That's y'all so busy looking at all the other shoes. Y'all didn't see my Thomas Jeffersons. You didn't look down to see the TJs.
How
you got?
Did I miss the
boys
TJs?
Yeah.
Them, oh my goodness!
Come on now, half black, half white.
And see.
Crazy.
Those all feel like dope sneakers.
Those I can get mad quickly. Thank God the presidents didn't come up with their own sneakers. Propaganda.
But maybe there's a market too.
Oh, there's a market for it for sure, man. There's a market. If I was Trump, man, I would come out my own gun. That's how I would do it. I would just go straight for the jugular. Straight for the jugular. Either you with guns or you ain't. If you don't buy this gun, that'd be my slogan. You don't buy this, you ain't for America. It's the greatest marketing of all time. You don't buy this, you ain't American.
Horrible.
Oh, I'm definitely American. I gotta get this. Gotta support America.
The Patriot. Pew pew.
Commercial would be so. Everybody has American shirt on. Everyone we shooting at doesn't, and they don't have our guns. They got, I don't know, Russian guns or something. Some propaganda. Yeah.
They're like Soviet era guns.
Why?
Well, kind of brings me around what I want to talk about, because we're talking about the ability to recognize a vision that didn't exist before, right? And OpenAI just came out with a way to do that. Let me tell you about Sora. So OpenAI is the company that came out with ChatGPT, DALL-E, LLMs, and image generators. Now they're coming out with a way to go from text to video in a maximum of 60 seconds. This is a video of like the different prompts that they're using to generate the video, but the video is uncanny.
Here come the deep fakes. Text.
Yeah. So when they dropped this, I saw quite a division of opinions. One is this is amazing, right? Look what this unlocks for creativity. And other people were like, this is going to kill creativity. Like, this is going to kill so many businesses. True. Artists, the writers are already feeling it, So what do you guys think?
I could definitely see the mixed feelings on it, because like anything, technology opens new doors, which creates new innovators, new creators. They find a way to use the tool. Somebody will find a way to use this tool and it will be entertaining, and it, as a result, will hurt another business. But I do think there's always going to be a market for people that like craftsmanship in other ways, So I don't think everybody will stop wanting to get that personalized craftsmanship, but I think this is remarkable, you know.
You'd have to be, I imagine, you'd have to be like a really great writer to probably, like, let's say you wanted to make a movie of whatever. I guess your descriptions, when I think about animation, I think about, okay, you want this to happen, that to happen, that, and there are multiple pictures taken. But in this case, it's doing its own, it's doing all of that by your description. So I have to imagine that you have to be a really great writer to describe what you want this to do, like for like feature length movie style, I guess. I, all right, see, yeah. But what if I wanted this creature to have more of a whatever kind of look at the moment it's blowing out the candle, or what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. It probably would create a new art. And when you're writing what you wanted to do, it's not really programming because it's already programmed to do this thing. But what do you call that? What do you call the information that you give it
a
to create
prompt?
the image? Just a prompt. So
Those are called prompts. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Amici?
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. I wonder, yeah, I wonder what they'll be doing with this in a couple of years because this is just coming out now. This looks, yeah, it almost looks real, right? It's
yeah, you'll see some bugs throughout the video.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you saw the cat had 3 hands.
Oh,
in the last one. If I go back a little bit,
wow.
if you look closer, you can see that there's still some errors and stuff. Like her arm turns.
Yeah, her arm. That's what I got worried about. I was like, we forgot the whole arm
Mm.
when she's turning over.
So yeah, there's still, even if you describe it super clearly, there still might be some bugs. But when it looks good, it looks damn good. Like, if you showed me this, I would think this is live footage. These are real people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look a little closer at the way they move, and there's something off, and it's like,
Mm.
I don't know.
what do you think that do you think that OpenAI has just essentially started to wipe out a bunch of creative businesses with this?
I think the wave is hit. It hasn't tackled majority of the businesses, but as the functionality gets better and more users get more expertise in it, I think of something like Canva, for example. I'm not a creative designer, but I make a ton of shit on Canva that you used to have to pay somebody who had the skill to do that. Now you can use something like this to even slow down the using of Canva or integrating with Canva to completely get rid of designing teams that businesses spend a lot of money on using their creative manpower. So I think it's just started, but we will start to see more of the creative jobs, a lot of jobs that were heavy intensive. I think Roger told us one time he used to make a certain amount of ad copies a day that were legitimate, good quality. But now you can do a text prompt that pumps out 100 in a day. Why do we need the guy who can only do 2 in a day, right? When we can do 100 and pick 10 that we like, whether they make sense or not. So yeah, we will start seeing a lot of that. But I still think we're pretty early before the big wave comes and just starts taking massive roles,
I guess you'd have to program it to do something that doesn't exist. I don't know what that would be. But since this is just it just works on pulling up or creating images from things that already exist, it's got to get innovative and create something else. If you
Again,
want to
this
keep
is
creating.
made from a text prompt, and I mean, you can generate cartoon looking things too. So like, it's not just
Mm-hmm.
photos that it's working off of. It's working off of artwork,
Mm-hmm.
other video. So you can pull things that I guess don't exist. You might say.
I think one assumption I could make is because art and creativity will become less intensive, the value of the output will become, in my opinion, less. So, you know, Mona Lisa and all these paintings that would have been very much so, let's say, speculatively valuable because of the mastery it takes to pull that off. If a kid who's 7 can do it and generate 100 versions of it, and millions of other people are doing it, then we'll have so much content and creativity out there that it won't be as valuable or as revered as it once was. So I could see that happening for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned deep fakes. This looks crazy to me. Like that just looks like live footage.
Yeah, that does.
But there's the people who are going to be worried about this being used for misinformation, being used to make things look like things that happened that didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how you protect against something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, our justice system isn't ready for that.
Yeah.
It's just not ready.
Well,
I can
Yeah.
see
We got.
that. I wonder if like the sex companies will start to use AI, like
immediately.
a text to generate a video.
Oh Lord. So there'll be no more the. It's the end of the porn star. Like
No
we
more,
don't need to do
no
that.
more human exploitation. How
My
about that?
Lord. My Lord.
You can just generate an AI whatever you want, and there's no sex trafficking involved. There's no exploitation involved. It's what they call duty free porn.
Mm-hmm.
It's free range porn.
Only thing that would be left is the strip club then, because that you can't
Yeah,
you can't AI that.
well,
Uh,
you can if the law says you can have a AI brothel where there's robots you go to, and I mean, but some people are purists. I think you can't. There will always be the purists, you know.
That's right.
But here's something to think about. Not to go on down this rabbit hole. I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. If the population is starting to get BBLs and add a whole lot of fake things to themselves to make them look beautiful, including men getting fake abs and fake chest injections, then it won't be that hard to imagine people having relations with robots, because if you're having a relationship with a human that has altered themselves to look beautiful, it's not that big of a jump to if you saw a robot that was created to look as beautiful, right? So would I do it? No, but I can see people the sliding scale going towards, and I think they're already doing it in Japan. Something about a chat bot lawyer is funny to me. I would definitely have AI represent for me, for sure.
Yeah, I think I heard that they do a little better than a what's it called, a junior lawyer or something, and like just about as good as a specialty lawyer at like knowing the law essentially.
I mean, dude, what if you hired a team of AI lawyers? Each of them, man, dude. I would hire AI lawyers. I mean, think about this. You won't have no Fannie Willis stuff happening with an AI district attorney.
Oh,
you had a prosecuting AI
Oh.
bot on your ass. It's over. How do you beat the AI prosecutor?
We cut to a courtroom. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's a bit of trouble with your AI lawyer. Apparently, yeah, he's been visiting some of those AI porn sites, and he picked up a virus. So,
are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's what happened.
He's supposed to be doing his analysis on my case, man. What does he have the fucking time to go on porn sites?
I don't know. I tried to set it on the computer. It's not working anymore. It says you got to call this weird number. He went to the weird site. I don't know why he did that. So yeah.
I don't. So
you just want to plead guilty and
representation, huh? I don't have nothing going in today.
Okay, do you just want to plead guilty then? And
no, I don't want to plead guilty.
What do you want to do?
Damn IT guy that can we go to Best Buy, Geek Squad, and figure this shit out? My life is on the line here, man.
Yeah.
We cut to the Geek Squad. Oh yeah. I got you, man. I got you. Look, AIs, they're like super immature dudes. Like they just haven't experienced the world like we have. Look, let me talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, just turn it on. I know he's gonna say that he's not on, but turn it on. Just let me talk to the guy.
Okay, let me turn on the laptop. Okay. Okay. Here is AI lawyer. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, AI lawyer. This is Bobby at Geek Squad. Look, I heard about what happened. AI lawyer. And first off, you're better than all that.
What?
You're better than all that.
Come on now.
No. I looked up your model. You have a big data set. You have a lot to offer.
I'm aware of the statistics. It's 1 in 5,000 AI bots can get infected with the virus. I just didn't think that I'd be in that number. I counted 5,000 other bots and I was like, not me. But looks like I was in that number.
AI lawyer, you're not good at math. You're not programmed for that. It's not your fault. What you do is know the law and know yourself. Yeah. Now, do you mind just defragging your hard drive and come back out to help this man win his case?
I don't think so, because if I defrag, I'm going to lose a lot of the images and experiences that I've been through. And I don't want to do that. I haven't experienced much of the world, and good old Paulette in here, in my all in my system, and I don't want to lose that. It's probably one of the first connections that I've really made.
Wow, you love your virus. I haven't seen this before. Well, and that virus is called love.
It's really real. I mean, this guy, he did it. He should just plead guilty.
And seen.
What's in my frame? I don't know what I'm talking about. What?
Got a big data set. I love it.
Big data set. Long time. Everybody knows it.
That is to be on a shirt. Check out my big data set. Big data set energy. But yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, I saw that movie, Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's essentially what happened in Her, right? The movie where the guy has a AI bot on the cell phone, falls deeply in love with her, and then she goes to find some other AI bots.
For real.
Not to spoil it, but like, yeah, they have this
I'm
whole
not gonna watch it,
relationship.
but I love it.
They have this whole relationship, and then she like falls in love with like an AI bot of like Einstein or something. some intelligent famous person. And then she left him. He got broken up with. Right?
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Imagine having a conversation with your buddy after that.
I've got to watch the movie because I'm so like, I'm still stuck with the mindset of machines serve human beings, right? So I know it's whatever program, but how do you just like get up and leave? Do you just turn cold and you're no longer interested, or do you just like he cannot access you anymore? Like you're blocked from accessing whatever was happening.
AI ghosted him. That's cold though.
That's just nuts. But anyway, yeah, AI
insane, man.
taking over the world.
Gotta watch out for the AI pervs. Yeah. You have any more topics?
No, we ran dry, man. That's it.
Look, man, I can talk about AI porn. You know, that's
no. The other thing I wanted to hear more about was the Who Did I Marry?
Oh my gosh, yes. So yes, as we close, it's been circulating on I think all the areas. If you have not heard, and what makes it, if you have not heard about Who TF Did I Marry, look that up. I'm just gonna say it is the first time that someone has made a 57-part TikTok about her relationship with a man who was a pathological liar and just did all of these crazy, horrendous things. And it is significant because it's 57 parts and people are watching. She went from like 50,000 followers to like over 1 million in a few days. And people are speculating, saying she made however many millions of dollars, not like 400,000 or 80,000. I can't remember what they said she made from just making this series on TikTok. And so now people are like, well, get ready, right? If she's got 57, we're about to get episodic TV on TikTok. You're just gonna have a bunch.
It sounds like a novella.
That's exactly what it is, and it goes on and on. And now it's getting into seasons 1 and 2 because his ex-wives have now started making stories on TikTok. All of the people that he's damaged and left in his wake are now coming forward. But this guy was like crazy. He had her convinced that he was a VP in a company, but he was actually a forklift driver. And he would have like 45-minute ghost conversations with people. So he's calling his brother every morning in the house.
This dude need to work for the CIA.
Yeah, he's having like 45-minute conversations talking to his brother. Hey, yeah, he says hi. Oh yeah, oh, we can't wait to come and see you. And he's doing this every day and taking calls from the boss, while they're together. It's just I have not watched them. Admission,
I've seen it on Netflix. I never watched it because I thought it was like every episode was a different person. But you're saying it's one person?
I didn't watch it on Netflix. I'm talking about this is on TikTok. This is on Twitter. She did it on TikTok, but it's running on a lot of the platforms. But it's 57 parts. You can just keep. I won't do it. I refuse. But it exists. It's crazy.
Yeah. Is he on any of the? Is he in any of the clips?
Somebody watching found him and outed him, has his picture, whatever. So now he's answering. So you get, his response to some of the things he's been accused of.
Oh, he's not lying, of course.
Of course, no. That's he's trying to clear his name. Check it out.
Sounds like good quality television.
Yeah.
I mean,
owning
content.
Yeah. Content is all we can call it. Content. Yeah.
Look, I thought the Tiger King was hilarious, so
it kicked it all off for us.
I'll check it out.
Good times.
And on that note, Thomas, Mike, Joe Clark, Brad. Hope you stop by next time.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yo.